Hey guys, Joe Tactical here. All you axe guys, I'm sure you're going to like this. I'm not really an axe guy, but definitely for at home, if I was to split some wood, I definitely would use an axe, preferably a log splitter, because man, that's a lot of work. Okay, cutting a couple logs or whatever, that's one thing for that campfire, but to stockpile and split, a whole tree's worth in a weekend, that's a lot of splitting, and that's something that I really don't want to have anything to do with. But the axe has its purpose, okay? And this is a Fiskars brand or whatever, and it's got a lifetime warranty. It's pretty cool, and it comes in this little carrying thing. I kind of wish they would have maybe, sorry about that. I kind of wish they would have spent just a little bit more money on making this carry handle slash storage slash wall mount case kind of thing, because it's just at the quality level where it's really good for marketing and hanging on the wall to store, and you can keep it like this is I don't know how old this is. I've never used this yet, but I've used other ones just like this and the longer one and everything, but it has like 2 screws. You could mount it on the wall and have it hanging up, and that would be pretty convenient. The only thing is, like, over time, this is going to wear. You take it out like for one season, that's probably going to break off, and then all the stuff in here is going to wear. I kind of would have liked it to be an extra $5 and just had this be a real nice setup for the wall mount idea, because that would be great in the shed. Alright, now yeah, you can hang it other ways and this and that and everything else, but I kind of like things to be as neat as they can. For example, and I'm not going to go too much into detail, see how I have my little pegboard here with all the stuff and the AR tools and the little magnifier thing and all that stuff. I just like stuff to be like that. Now let me just kind of go over a couple little specs, and I'm not one for a whole lot of specs, so we're just going to do a little overall. I really like the orange handle too. It really helps when it's sticking out. Like if you're standing in a fallen tree or whatever and you're cutting stuff up, it definitely lets you know where this is. If it's like sticking in the tree and the bright colored handle sticking up, it's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to get an overall length. Yeah, I'm measuring axe with the tape measure from my sewing kit. So it's, let's see, the furthest point is about 23 3/4, just say 24, and the axe handle thickness is about 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, and the full width of the span of the head is 4 inches. So that's a pretty good axe. And I really like the Fiskars. Now I think Fiskars and Gerber are either in cahoots, or the same company that makes this axe makes the Gerber axe, because they're exactly the same. Now this says it's made in Finland, and I don't really have any specs on the steel, but it's pretty good. It's been stored in somewhat of dry climate and everything, but I think it was like on my porch for a little bit, and then it might have been in the shed at one time, but now it's pretty much inside the house where I keep it. But it definitely is resisting any type of condensation causing rust or anything. Well made quality. Also, something I really like is, even though they have the polymer or reinforced fiberglass, kind of like a Zytel or whatever, they still left a head that you can hit. So when you put it on top of the log, you can also bang this like a wedge style, but it's like a wedge with a handle. So it's pretty cool, and they got a little hole in here and everything else, and it's made really well, and it's really not that heavy as far as the handle. The handle's hollow. I don't know if you can make that out, but the handle's hollow on there. I don't know how far it goes down, and it's hollow, I guess somewhere right around here or whatever, like right about here. It might be solid or something like that, but it's really good. And I think I paid, I got it at Sears, and I went there and got it. I didn't have it delivered, but I think I paid $25. It was on sale. I think it's usually something around $30 to $35 But for a little axe that's compact enough to take like car camping, you know, like when I go with my girlfriend or something like that, if I need to do some splitting wood or whatever, and I don't, it's not backpacking. I ain't bringing an axe with me backpacking. I know there's a lot of guys that do. All power to you. That's cool. I'll stick to my knife that's less than 2 pounds and it's like half this size. But an axe is great. An axe splits wood better than anything else. But you know, for that mobility, I don't really want to have an axe with me. But for home, I kind of would like to get an axe a little bit bigger than this for splitting wood at my house. But this is perfect size for car camping, and I'll even consider that as kind of like a standard of car camping, wood processing axe kind of thing. So it's the Fiskars brand axe, and it's made in Finland or whatever. But if you have any questions or whatever, just feel free to drop me a line. I'll do my best to answer them. And if I don't know, I'll do my best to find out. And we'll both learn something. Thank you very much for watching. As always, Joe Tactical, out.